gonna try out the Lich King.
Watch this!
You are just in time to witness the culmination of my genius.
Let's keep this just so that we have it, and then generate corpses this way. We're not necessarily just slamming the Acolyte of Death on curve, though, since we do only have one of, so it's like, I don't want to necessarily give up on one of my only draw engines in this deck. I kept one card. That's honestly not bad on curve behind a mining casualties. In addition to the 4 corpses we just generated. Oof, they drew the bad card. It's also a good card for me. If I do start to fall behind a bit, it can help offset that.
Just on my ever living.
To battle! To battle!
This realm of death is filled with soul.
Let's deal with that before it becomes a problem.
The Therian is slain.
But I do have 2 of these. Okay.
One more death can't hurt.
That feels good! To battle!
So I used to, like, I think every other deck that I played, I didn't even bother looking at the deck list. I think every other deck that I've played has been exclusively one of, so. I'm not mad, but a little bit surprised, I suppose.
Run for help!
Let's see what we get here. That's good enough, I suppose. And then just start making tokens to generate more minions. Made 3 8/8s on that turn.
Time to light a fire underneath.
That's one of the few things that can maybe respond here.
No gems is just from really good game.
Okay. It's kind of like a lay down the law. Actually, it's better than a lay down the law, isn't it?
It's highly infectious.
Giant cannon.
These are undead, right? Cool. In my experience with Raffam, he doesn't have the best time healing back up. Or, like, dealing with wide boards like this. Like, wide boards, it has no melia. Healing, honestly, not a whole lot, so the early pressure is pretty important and often ends up being, like, sticky. The damage.
Cedo and missiles incoming.
Okay. That's one answer to a wide board, I suppose. Let's see what we get here. One damage off legal. Well, they found some healing. Could be more healing. But not playable this turn.
All will serve me in death.
Okay, let's keep these two together. Seems like a good way to actually make a relevant board. Fortunately, we missed on our early game this time, so it's kind of the opposite issue that I had last game.
Converting stored energy.
Could choose to coin a crop rotation into the Deathbringer. No need. I guess we're taking 4 again. The question here is, do I want to coin the Lingering Zombie or try and save the coin for the Scourge? I think I'd rather go for the Lingering Zombie here to have a decent chance at like being able to protect the Malignant Horror a little bit better. So we bump, then play the Horror. Jeez, always 4s? Speaking of 4s, though. I wonder what they have to forge here. Oh. That was pretty unlucky for me.
One more death can't hurt.
Let's start drawing our way towards these bombs.
Finally, my ancestors are useful.
Let's do this so we actually have board space for both of the minions that we summon here. Otherwise we kind of waste the 4/4, which is the whole point of spending the corpses.
Powering up. Portals online.
Oh my god, I forgot about that nerf. Yeah. We have lethal.
My dreaming ends. Your nightmare begins. All will serve.
I think I like just making sure that I have a corpse spender, because not having one has been the bane of this deck's existence. Okay, now I have all corpse spenders, but that's fine. Just use the hero power to generate corpses.
A Are you my master?
This realm of death is filled with
Just need this to die next turn, and the Tomb Guardians is active. If not, I can just play the Deathbringer.
Oops, I broke it down.
Okay.
enough bloodshed.
Awkward shape. Next turn is probably just hero power in the second Deathbringer.
Enough bloodshed. Weak will.
Okay, this is active again now. And this is likely to be active next turn. They haven't really done much in terms of... This makes 3 minions. Unfortunately, they can just kill... Never mind. Okay, but no coin Cthulhu on 7 at least. Definitely could have killed that without generating value for me. Let's go here to get to 6/6s.
Death do us part.
We're starting to fall a little bit behind here in terms of resources. Hopefully the Scourge can make up for that. And their cartoon is pretty big. I think I need to save this in case it gets just tempoed down. And that's the one that gets me corpses.
Me have that for you.
So hold this. I imagine the Cthulhu just comes down here, right? 1919 is pretty big. It doesn't put me in a position where I can...
Let's make magic.
Okay. I'm wrong.
Behold, jewels of the sound.
Especially with taunt. Kind of feels like that Cthulhu wanted to come down here. Okay, I guess they're just trying to survive. Which also makes sense.
Betrays you.
It's good protection against the Cthulhu. Honestly, pretty good hits. Like, all things considered, great hits. Oof. What a top deck. Cthulhu stay losing, I guess. First patches I've ever seen. It's the Connections Hero Power art.
All will serve me.
I think I'm gonna have enough corpses for a corpse farm. It's really tempting though, just because it's like good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it just because the hero power itself generates a lot of corpses, and again, we need a corpse spender. If you summon a, I wish, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Draw a pirate. Cost reduces by 1 after you play. Holy.
And they're close enough.
This looks like it could be difficult to maintain a board advantage against. It is only after you play a pirate, though, right? Summon a pirate. Oh, God. This is after you play a pirate. And should have the capacity to make double 3/3 next turn at worst.
Love the feel of wind in me sails.
Okay, so we probably just shoot that down with the Googleizer here. Or I could go Heart Strike, Hero Power to save up for a Corpse Farm. That will get me to 2... I think I actually like that, because then I can just go Body Bagger, Corpse Farm next turn. Spend 7 corpses, which will get me very close to a Stitch Giant already. I especially like it into this play. It's very low tempo from the opponent, and plus they hit like exactly a Dread Corsair here.
Yeah, me have that for you.
Yeah, 7 drops are pretty bad, but I do get the Risen Skeleton at least. And next turn we're likely to have Eulogizer into Hero Power when we do something like this Arms Dealer Hero Power on the follow-up.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
X marks the spot.
Okay. Why aren't they Hero Powering in here?
Wait for me!
Best Pirate Rogue Order NA. I think the patience on this Eulogizer really paid off. And also just like giving ourselves or the opponent a chance to missequence things also probably good for me.
Pirates away!
It is amazing how Patches does incorporate some of the most frustrating parts of constructed pirate decks. So just the random cannon shots are reminding me of the awful Questline Warrior days.
One more death can't hurt.
Enough.
Oh, it's after it dies. I was sitting there patiently waiting for my draw that was never coming. Donk. Okay. Good order this time from the opponent. Probably want to go hero power, play the corpse bride. Or I could just draw into Runes of Darkness for a potential lethal out.
Sink, swim, it's
mind.
all the same.
Holy. Now that's a draw. Let's kill this one. I feel like it has the most potential to do silly things. And then we just make 3 8/8s again. One of which has taunts. Taunt.
Set sail for sails!
Incredible. They're gonna miss the hero power again. Amazing.
Abandon ship!
Leroy Jenkins!
All will serve me in death.
Seems like a good hand against Leroy. I can play all of these 3 on turn 1 in response, or I can just hold the coin for the corpse bride.
Leroy Jenkins!
A red sun rises.
Let's do this!
Yeah, me have that for you.
This is now officially better than any draw I've ever gotten in my limited experience playing Leroy. I would have loved to have not had to use the coin there, just so that I could get to the corpse bride faster, but
None may steal our secrets.
Leroy Jenkins!
yeah, just playing that off, I suppose. Don't let me down this time, 7 drops. You did not let me down. Incredible.
The future is ours.
Jenkins!
Hand of a doll?
Behold the tools of
That
creation.
Luna needs to die, I think.
I'm on fire!
Behold the tools
It may not be
of
possible for that to
creation.
happen. It is not possible for that to happen. That is just absolutely devastating and probably game losing. Yeah, that's just brutal. I had a lot of options that would have answered that. Eulogizer, oftentimes Runes of Darkness, Heart Strike, obviously Fist.
Behold the tools of creation. Behold the tools of creation.
And now they just kind of get infinite cards for the rest of the game. Until I'm able to kill it. Which appears to be now.
And they're close enough.
Death do us part.
They didn't use the hero power last turn. Like, they could have led with the hero power into the Funk Fin. I wonder what the rationale for that was.
The makers.
Just unbelievably bad top decks once again.
And they're close enough.
Wow. Like, that was basically not drawing a card this turn.
May the light grant you.
Meanwhile, the opponent's drawing infinity cards per turn. And still trading. What? Okay.
One more death can't hurt.
Please draw me into something good here. Oh my god.
This realm of death is filled with sorrow.
Why? Why are they trading? Like, now they need to trade into this for sure.
At least I have chicken.
What is the hand? We go again.
Leroy the Legend! Leroy Jenkins!
Okay. 1, 2. Well, 1, 1, coin 2, and then hope to get the Stitch Giant down. Basically, hope we're able to protect the Malignant Whore well enough to, like, get it to stick for a turn.
Leroy Jenkins!
Yeah, that's kind of a
Time for the finishing touch.
an issue for what we have set up here, but I'm still going with it. Okay. We get 4 corpses from these, and so we'll still be able to get the Malignant Whore. And then I don't want to show this weapon just yet, because it might change some of their attacks.
Let's do this!
Easier to draw blood than starches.
Leroy Jenkins!
Okay, so it doesn't get the rush. Holy trades.
Feels good.
Shall suffer.
So this happens, so they don't get infinity cards. And I think I actually use the Tomb Guardians now. Because again, that lines up better into these attacks, and the taunts just kind of like repay the corpses.
Jenkins! Not on my watch.
You have to read this one. To the library!
Run for help!
My health total is a resource. This allows me to get the 8/8 down.
The future is ours.
Behold the tools of creation.
Oof. That's a lot of cards.
Behold the tools of creation.
Bing bong.
Behold the tools of creation.
The Seed Lord is a treasure.
Need to be careful about how I position my board because of the fear of Keeper's Strength. Yeah, especially with that card.
I feel empty inside.
So I need to think about how these numbers are going to work out. And if I even want to play the Malignant Horror here. I don't think I do. So this goes upstairs every time. I've got 20... 21, 25 damage. This goes upstairs. Take the Luna off the board.
Your death can't hurt.
Let's hold this in case we need to fist a Keeper minion next turn. And we've got a pretty strong position established here. Obviously, we could still lose it to Hero Power Minion Keeper Strength.
A red
So that's
sun
the only thing that I'm looking and interested in playing around here. Predictable.
Fight until you can't no more.
Going all in there could have left me in a really, really weak position.
At least I have chicken.
All will serve me in death.
Mining Casualty seems good. Unliving Champion also pretty good. I've not seen what Dr. Boom does yet. This looks like it's some sort of mech deck. Does he summon Boom Bops? After a friendly mech die, shuffle a bomb into your opponent. Ooh, that sounds fun.
Job's done.
And then this summons a Boom Bot? Okay. So just, it's kind of aggro and just shuffles a bunch of bombs.
little one.
I want that to die, and I want to, like, activate the Unliving Champion anyway. So that I can generate enough corpses for the Malignant Horror. So far, so good. This is actually extremely clean.
Fight until you can't no more.
Ouch. I guess I'll just take 4. Like that famous jazz song, Take 4. Didn't realize it was about boombots.
To the undead.
What if we just went face here? I mean, they do have a lot of health, but we've got a lot of stuff on board. And trying to clean up a Snip Snap is pretty annoying anyway. Yeah, I want to get to 3 corpses for the sake of the Yamajar.
To the undead.
Actually, I want to get to 4 corpses for the sake of these fellows.
Finally, my
think it's summon order, so it'll probably be this one that goes off. Since this is a copy. Okay, bye.
Self-destruct!